Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, Street Forever.
Yes, and we're here to review Ray Harryhausen's Talos.
And also the bronze Godzilla 1954 train biter.
Yes, because they're both bronze. That's Talos on the left, and he just came out.
Yep. And on the right is the bronze Godzilla train biter by X-Plus. He came out back in May of 2018.
Yeah, we're going to review both of these. Let's start with Ray Harryhausen's Talos. It's from Star Ace, but it was actually sculpted by X-Plus. So yeah, this figure is based on the 1963 movie Jason and the Argonauts by the special effects master Ray Harryhausen. And that movie is by many considered the best of Ray Harryhausen's movies. And the movie and Talos, the character, is actually based on a Greek myth that dates back at least as far as 700 BC.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, very cool. So Talos, in the myth and in the movie, is a bronze statue animated by the gods. Though Ray Harryhausen made some changes, Ray made his version of Talos bigger. So he based it in part on the Colossus of Rhodes, which was a real statue and very big. It was a real, very big statue. In fact, it was so big and impressive, it was actually one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. And so the way Ray Harryhausen made movies, he actually made physical models. In this case, he made a Talos out of rubber that was 2 feet tall. And then he filmed them using stop motion. That's where you have them strike a pose and take one frame, shoot one frame of the film, then you move it slightly and shoot another frame, which is how the original 1933 King Kong was done. Oh yeah, very cool. So yeah. So the original model that he used, we get in about 2 feet tall in rubber. And in this case, version is about 12 and a half inches tall and actually made of vinyl.
Yes.
And this is the deluxe version.
Yes.
We see this is the deluxe version, which
comes with
the
base. Yeah. And it has its own box, which is kind of neat.
Oh, yeah. So the deluxe version has a base, and the base comes in its own separate box. And the deluxe version is limited to 800 pieces.
Oh, wow.
And it sells for about $290, and it's for sale now. You can buy it now from, I think you can buy it from Star Ace directly. You can also buy it from Sideshow Collectibles and probably lots of other places.
Yeah, definitely. Check them out.
Yeah, so we're checking out the box. There's Ray. There's Ray Harryhausen.
There is. Let's look at that signature.
Yeah, I actually got to see him in person one time.
No way, really?
Yeah, it was appearance. So I was in the audience. I think I was actually way up front. But I think it was in the early 1990s. I think it was a convention in Boston. And he was there. And just a really great guy. He was he's such a big fan himself. And but such an outstanding craftsman. It's really outstanding what he achieved. But yeah, he was there and he was talking, and then he actually pulled out a few he said how some of his original sketches that he made when he was planning to do some of his movies like Jason and the Argonauts. Then he actually pulled out some of the models, and
that must be cool.
Oh yeah, there was a gasp in the audience, and then he just smiled. I remember he had his Medusa with him, for example, which is one of the favorites. And so he had several models. So we were all just really happy to be able to see him. But and I've listened.
Must have been amazing.
Yeah, I've listened to commentaries he's done. He's done commentaries on Jason and the Argonauts and on the original King Kong, which that's what inspired him to go into movies. And just a really enthusiastic fellow. Very cool. And here he is.
Out of the box.
So this is filmed by, and again, it's so basically Talos is like I said, it's a bronze statue animated by the gods, and he's on an island, and spends his time outside. So he's he's quite weathered. And then you're showing off. Okay, so you're on to the some of the pieces. So it comes with a little ship. So basically, let me tell a little more of the story. So it's Jason and the Argonauts. So Jason and the Argonauts. He's a guy, and he and the Argonauts are other guys that are there helping him, and they're in a boat on a quest for the Golden Fleece. And in one part of the journey, they arrive on the island, and in that boat. So but then they sort of they end up angering Talos there.
Hmm.
So he comes after him and he grabs the boat, and you don't see any people, which is accurate to the movie because at this point
Hmm.
they fell out of the boat
Fell on the boat.
from
Okay.
him like grabbing it like that.
Yep.
And again, I rewatched the scene just the other day, and that I think at least to my eye, this is like a really good, or just a really wonderful, rendering of Talos himself and
Mm,
also of the boat. But
yep.
you watched it too the other day. You said,
Yeah, I actually just pulled up the clip on YouTube. It's been a long time. I may have seen that movie when I was very young, but I haven't really, seen any Ray Harryhausen films in recent years. But I did pull it up on YouTube, and yeah, it does look very accurate. And this is a very nice representation of Talos.
yeah, and the
So
ship
like
too.
and yeah, I was gonna say the even the accessories, the little boat there, and also like that splash of water is cool. So if you were just buying the regular edition, like this is what it'll come with, just the Talos main figure. You'll also get the boat and a little splash of water, which is great. I think even if you get the regular version, you get a nice looking Talos right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
And the
yeah. So
boat is awesome, like very detailed for this tiny miniature. And also it comes with extra pedals in case you lose or break these.
that's what that extra piece was. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yep.
Yeah, I was curious about that.
Yeah, so it's very nice. I mean, just looking at this, I really love miniatures and being able to have this boat here as an accessory is really neat. So you don't just have Talos, but you also get some extras. And
Oh,
look at that I think mermaid, right?
well,
Or
I think
the
actually I think it was a
female.
goddess. I think it
Oh,
was
that's a
sort of
goddess. Okay.
yeah, because they were sort of like they were there. They were on a they were well, I forget exactly, but they were under the protection and guidance of a goddess. So I
Oh,
think that
okay.
was like yeah, that was a carving of the goddess. I think Hera, I believe.
Oh, that's Hera. Okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. And again, well,
Yeah.
I haven't rewatched that part of the movie recently, so I might be misremembering, but that's my
Okay.
recollection. And there's the
Sure, sure.
water. So there's like
Yeah.
translucent water. Is it slightly yellow?
It's yellow, which is a little strange. On the box, it was a little more blue. So when I saw it's yellow, it's a little different, but I think it's still pretty neat. Because as you'll see, here comes the diorama.
Oh
And
yeah.
the diorama is actually, it looks like it's made of polystone material. So it's a lot heavier. It's funny, like the small box is heavier than the large box. But yes, you'll see it's very nicely protected with this thick foam, and it also has a plastic bag to even further protect it
Oh yeah.
from water or anything.
Yeah, yeah. So like I said, I'm very, yeah, almost always with like, X plus. In this case, it's Star Ace, but
Star
again,
Ace,
this is
yep.
very much sort of like a X plus figure.
Yeah, it's a pack. Yeah, the packaging is very similar to X Plus, and I love the packaging on Star Ace actually. Like it's a nice colored box, which is a little different than most X Pluses, because X Pluses are usually just a brown box.
Yeah, but I always like the deluxe versions. There's always
Yes.
something, yeah, usually the extra. If
Yeah,
there's an
check
extra
this out.
piece, yeah, yeah. Usually, if there's an extra piece, it's usually like very, very cool to have.
Yep. So this is really beautiful. Like I actually opened this box before seeing the clip, and I thought the water, like the way they did it, looks so beautiful. And the stones look really like the area, like the island area looks really nice too. How does it look to you, Heisenberg?
Oh yeah, very cool. And again, this is sort of like again, this is also part of like this scene is again sort of like partially based on the Colossus of Rhodes, because I think
Mm,
that Colossus, I believe, sort of like did stand astride like a narrow waterway.
okay.
And so yeah, so that's what they did in the movie. They have like Talos like stand like in a narrow waterway where Jason and his Argonauts are trying to escape on the boat, but they
I
got the
see.
only way to get the only way to go is would be right underneath Talos, and that's when he grabs them. So yeah,
Ah,
so interesting. It's not numbered. So again, it's limited to
nope.
800, but they didn't decided not to individually number them, which is fine.
No. Yeah. Yeah, but it's really neat that even the bottom of the base, there's some nice text here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So there we go.
But
So yeah,
yeah.
so then the
All right.
water,
So that's the base. Now let's kind of
put it all
put this
together there.
together.
We got that. So yeah, you got a lot of posing options here since it is all
Definitely.
separate pieces.
Yes.
There he is.
There's a splash. You can put Jason on, put Talos
Put,
on,
put,
and then here's the boat. So he holds on to it.
There we go.
and just kind of free hanging and into the splash.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
There he is. He's looking very big.
Yes. Yeah. If it just get a nice blue backdrop, and you can recreate the scene in your very own home.
Oh yeah, very fun. So I take it.
Yeah.
So do you think the boat's vinyl, or what do you think the boat is?
I think it's vinyl. It's pretty light, and yeah. So I think they did a good job.
Yeah. Oh
Excellent
yeah.
job,
Yeah,
actually.
and I love the weathering on this thing.
Yes.
That's
The
partly, yeah.
Yeah, the paintwork is really nice. Like it really looks like a bronze statue. But he's very light, so you don't have to worry about something too heavy or fragile. It's just the base that's polystone, so you might want to be careful not to drop anything on it.
Yeah, or not drop. Yeah, don't drop it on the floor.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Alrighty
But
there. And
it's
then,
it's nice large. It's good in large, so it's nice and flat too, so it won't wobble. It's a
yeah,
good looking base.
yeah. Now
All
we're also going
right,
to
check
show
this
the
out.
Godzilla. This is
Yes.
the X-Plus bronze Godzilla 1954 train
Yep.
biter.
Train biter. Yes.
So
And then
I looked
this.
him up. I guess there was like a few different versions of this
Yep.
figure. It's about
The
13 inches tall.
hmm
The original one came out in 2016, and
Correct.
then there were a few other versions. And this version was from 7-Eleven,
Yes.
came out around 2018,
Correct.
and
And
he's very bronze.
he's very bronze, and he comes with a nice gold plate that has the title of what this figure is. So it's really beautiful, very unique to the collection. I'm really glad to find this, because at the back in 20 was it 2018, like it wasn't so easy to find these expos. I don't think I even knew the existence of this till a certain time frame, and then I'm like, oh boy, it looks so cool. And even though I had the monochrome original version, I had to get this one. And I'm very glad I did, because I think nowadays people are trying to find this. It's much harder to find.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
but yeah, it's very unique. I like how it's metallic bronze. Even though it's a vinyl figure, it does resemble a nice clean bronze
Yeah, I find it
statue.
interesting for two statues that are both supposed to be bronze. It's like they're so different.
Yes.
Because like so basically like Talos there is like very weathered.
Weathered.
He's spent his
Yep.
time. He's made to look like he's spent
Outside.
his time outside like a
Yeah, there's
long
some like
time.
yeah, like the copper, like that green like the green what do you call it?
Well,
Um
oxidation. I'm not sure.
Oxidation,
Yeah.
correct. Yep, oxidation.
Whereas like
But
Godzilla here, he looks like he's like brand. He's like looks
brand
like he's
new.
brand new. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Nice
there.
and shiny. And this kind of resembles the giant monster series Bronze Godzilla from Bandai. It's like a very shiny bronze, and I got this one before I acquired the Bandai Holy Grail. So at this moment, I'm like, all right, this will be my Bronze Godzilla in the collection, because I never imagined I would come across the Bandai one. But this is a very nice one, and it's
Yeah,
not sticky like the 1984 one.
and they both have nice bases.
They do,
So they
yes.
made the
Yep.
base. They made Godzilla's base is also bronze.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, so this is pretty much the same as the Rick Boy version from the monochrome, and also the natural color one. The only difference is it's all bronze instead of black and white or painted in color.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but all three versions are really awesome. Like, can't go wrong with either one. This one is just kind of neat because it's just all bronze, and I think it's a very nice one to have in the collection,
So it looks like we're
especially.
both. And actually, these are both sort of like movie scenes. It's
Yes,
interesting.
yeah,
So yeah, so like obviously this the biting the train is a scene in Godzilla
in the movie.
1954,
Yep,
and obviously like Talos picking up the ship is a scene from
from the movie.
1963 Jason and the Argonauts.
Yep.
I think they gave like it looks like they gave Talos a little more of like a motion pose. Looks like
Mm.
Godzilla's like don't Godzilla looks like he's just kind of standing there,
Mm-hmm.
that does seem accurate to the movie though. Like when he does
Mm-hmm.
bite the
Mm-hmm.
train, when
Yep.
you do see him bite the train, he is mostly just kind of standing there biting it. He's not
Mm-hmm.
really like moving around. It's like
Mm-hmm.
he's not really bent over or anything.
No, yeah, he's just biting the train. I think kind of like with his hand grabbing it, and probably just ripping the train. I think the Godzilla here is a little more stylized, but in a good way. I think it's a very nice representation of the 54 Godzilla.
Yeah, it looks very,
Um,
yeah, very, yeah, very rough kind of surface.
yes, yeah. But yeah, I love this one. Like it's a favorite in my collection, and very glad I was able to eventually pick up the three versions.
And what metal do you think the little plate is made of? Is the little nameplate that he comes with?
Um,
Is that
Maybe
maybe
it's
brass?
zinc. Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely it's brass. Yeah, it's brass.
Yeah, maybe zinc inside.
It could be zinc inside
Because
with a
yeah, I
brass coating.
can't get enough of that zinc alloy.
Nope.
Yeah. That's like who is it? What's the company?
Was it pin?
Big
Fig
pins.
pin?
Yeah, building a fortune off of that zinc alloy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there he is. And there's there's the train.
Yep.
So is it
Yeah,
all
and
is it all like compartment cars? I don't remember.
it looks like it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and he's got very pointy nails there.
He does. Yes. Yep. And then I think when you first purchase it, I think the train comes in two parts.
Hmm.
So there's just like Godzilla's holding it one part and then biting another part, and then the second part is actually the attachment.
Oh,
So
interesting. Because
very
I saw
very
one.
simple.
Oh, interesting. Because I saw one picture with part of the train missing. I wasn't sure if that was the same thing or not. So Star Ace and X Plus are sister companies.
Mm-hmm.
X Plus is in Japan.
Yep.
Star Ace is in Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong. Mm-hmm.
But they appear to work together a lot on making figures.
Yeah, I think Star Ace is primarily doing more like movie characters in general, whereas X Plus works on more of the giant monster films, such as Godzilla, Gamera, and also Ultraman. And they've also touched Kamen Rider a little bit, but mostly on like the Godzilla and Ultraman series, mostly. And
Oh yeah. Both companies make
oh,
outstanding figures. Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah.
yeah, they had a booth. They had a booth together at New York Comic Con 2019, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's all quite superlative. Like Star Ace, part of the Star Ace display included some of the Kong Skull Island, sculptures, and
Speaking of that, yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh,
and also the beginning of the Ray Harryhausen collection. So yeah, because it's not just Talos. Yeah, Star Ace is doing a whole bunch of Harryhausen figures, which have been extremely well received. So well worth checking out. But
definitely.
but it turns out, but yeah, it looks like G Forever actually owns a Star Ace figure there.
Yeah, speaking of that, speaking of Kong Skull Island, I actually got one. It's like the Stephoreel line, which they share with X Plus, and just like the other Deforeels, this set came out really nice. But yeah, like yeah, Star Ace made this awesome Deforeel, which is just like X Plus. Beautiful sculpt of both Kong and the Skullcrawler,
Oh
and they're
yeah, and so much
fighting.
personality in Kong there.
Yeah, I love it. And I really look forward to seeing more of Star Aces stuff because I think their Kong Skull Island figures are also really nice. This is the only one that I have right now, but I have seen photos of their like more, I think 30 was it 30 centimeter
Yeah, and
yeah,
we made
and they
one
look
video
great.
with Sean, as I recall, and
Hmm.
Sean has some of the Star
Oh
Ace.
yeah, yeah, I think he had
Yeah, he
the
has one of
first one.
yeah, he has some of the Star Ace Kong items, and he's oh yeah, he's very pleased with that.
Yep. So yeah, so definitely check them out, and hopefully we'll see more Star Ace products shortly.
Oh, absolutely. All right, this is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hoping you enjoy the Star Ace Talos.